Let's dive into the fascinating world of voice transformation, specifically focusing on the present perfect tense. When we talk about changing from active voice to passive voice, we're essentially shifting the focus from the doer of the action to the receiver of the action. In the active voice, the structure is straightforward: subject plus verb plus object. For example, the chef has prepared the meal. Here, the chef is the subject who performs the action, has prepared is the verb phrase, and the meal is the object receiving the action. Now, when we switch to passive voice, we need to rearrange the structure. The object of the active sentence becomes the subject of the passive sentence. So, in our example, the meal will now take the spotlight. The passive voice structure is subject plus form of to be plus past participle plus by plus agent. To transform our example, we start with the object, the meal. Next, we need the correct form of the verb, to be. Since we're dealing with the present perfect tense, we'll use has been. So far, we have the meal has been. Finally, we add the past participle of the main verb prepare, which is prepared. Putting it all together, we get the meal has been prepared by the chef. Notice how the focus has shifted from the chef to the meal. The agent, or the doer of the action, can be included or omitted based on the context. If it's clear who performed the action, we can simply say, the meal has been prepared. Now, let's break down the rules for this transformation. First, identify the subject, verb, and object in the active sentence. Next, switch the object to the subject position in the passive sentence. Then, use the appropriate form of to be based on the tense. For present perfect, that's has been or have been, depending on whether the subject is singular or plural. Finally, use the past participle of the main verb. It's also important to remember that the passive voice is often used when the doer is unknown, irrelevant, or obvious. For instance, if we say, the documents have been signed, it's clear that someone signed them, but we don't need to specify who. In summary, transforming from active to passive voice in the present perfect tense involves a few simple steps. Identify the components of your sentence, switch the object to the subject position, use the correct form of to be, and apply the past participle. This shift not only changes the focus of the sentence, but can also add variety and depth to your writing. So, the next time you're crafting sentences, consider the impact of voice and how it can enhance your communication.